I don't know that this qualifies as an address, but I will share some remarks. I am going to be brief, so I can give Mitch plenty of time to speak. I want to start by thanking all of you. I mean, this has been a pretty tumultuous time in higher education and at UVA, and I know that you're bearing a lot. Whether it's the 2 shelters in place we had or all of the executive orders and directives coming down from DC. I've been talking to a lot of students too, so I know this weighs heavily on them, and I'm sure they're sharing their concerns with all of you. And so I appreciate all that you're doing to support each other and to support our students. I just wanted to talk about 2 topics that we're working on. Just to give you a framework, there's been a lot coming out of DC and Richmond as well. We have a team that meets every day at noon that is tracking all the executive orders and all the directives and responses. And so we're trying to stay on top of it. There's still an enormous amount of uncertainty, obviously, in part because a number of these executive orders are currently held up in court. But I wanted to talk about the DEI and the board's resolution, and then federal funding for research, which are two of the bigger topics. There has been a lot of anxiety and concern based on the board's resolution. And I think a lot of confusion. And what I would say is it's really important, if you haven't already, read the resolution. The resolution basically asks for 2 things. One is to dissolve the central DEI office and then move any legally permissible programs, the people who work on them, to another organizational home in the university, not named. Second is to review policies and programs to make sure that they're legal. That's the resolution. There have been a lot of claims about what the resolution is or is not, but that is the resolution. So we have been working with Kevin McDonald, who is a vice president for, was the vice president for diversity, equity, and inclusion. There are a lot of critical functions that happen in the DEI office that I think people wouldn't even realize are in the DEI office, including the Office of Equal Opportunity and Civil Rights, the Center for Community Partnerships, the Tribal Liaison, all of which are critical and all of which will continue. So hopefully, we're supposed to report back to the board in 30 days. We will do some sort of interim report before then, I'm sure, as we do this work and figure out where these functions are going to be housed, and we will keep you all apprised as well. The other piece will take a little bit longer, making sure that our policies and practices are not violating the law.